I'm going to zoom in on you. Right, how you doing, guys? You alright?
Good, good.
What's your name, man?
My name's Derek too.
Derek too?
Yeah, how you doing?
You doing, bud?
Danny.
Danny, how's it going?
How you doing?
So where did you come from today?
Blantyre.
East Kilbride.
East Kilbride?
Yep.
How long have you been involved with this then?
Over a year for me, I think.
I think about 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah, roughly.
How did you come here?
Well, it was 9/11 that started me off looking, and then it was actually his brother that's mentioned to him, and then I started looking into it from there. So
did you ridicule it and
absolutely,
all the usual?
absolute nonsense.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to look into it?
It was probably over a course of about 6 months, I would say, because obviously there's a lot of, as you know, there's a lot of stuff out there that's not necessarily correct.
Yeah.
But then I found your hangout as well, and obviously your direct style was suited me perfectly.
Yeah.
You know, so
Excellent. Excellent. Did you have a bit of an emotional process to go through? Were you alright?
yeah, because I used to think I was very well informed. I used to love the Discovery Channel, you know. Used to watch it religiously. And yeah, it was a bit of an emotional breakup, you know, once I realised that it was all absolute nonsense, you know.
Excellent.
But we're here now, so
Good. So, you know, people say, like, you know, we're contrarians and you just decide that you want to be a flat earther or refuse to go for the sake of it, but obviously it takes a bit of intellectual honesty and you went through the real process to...
I would say so. If you want to become unpopular quickly,
Aye.
it's certainly the subject
Aye.
that you would go straight to, you know. If you want to lose friends and alienate people, that's the way to nail it, you know,
Aye.
in one swoop, you know.
Well, saying that, there's a fair crowd. I wouldn't say we're that alienated through, you know.
I've gained some great friends through it, absolutely, and yeah, some really smart people, you know, straight to the point. I really enjoy it now because you can have some great conversations. Obviously, on the flip side, you've got to sort of sharpen your tools when you're having conversations with people and try and, you know, introduce it to them without smacking them across the face with a big wet kipper and saying everything you know is wrong, you know. People don't really take it that well.
That's it.
You know, you have to introduce it gently and maybe get them questioning it for themselves rather than just telling somebody.
So be indirect.
Absolutely. So
Good.
yeah, just the last few years has just been about that, you know, just sharpening the tools and trying to, you know, and I did introduce it quite heavily initially, and I've had people come back to me later on once I've stepped back from them, so, you know, maybe planted some seeds with them.
Good.
So
But you're active and you're talking about it to people.
Absolutely,
Good stuff.
absolutely.
What about yourself? What was your journey? How did you get here?
Basically, I denied it at first. I thought it was hilarious, and every day my brother was coming into work and he would give me a little snippet of information. For example, in the southern hemisphere it's impossible to get a flight from Argentina to Australia. It has to go up to the northern hemisphere first, across and then down, but on a flat earth map it was more or less a straight line. Things like that. I thought, I'm going to look into this for myself, and that's how the journey began for me.
Excellent. So was it a bit of a process for you? Were you quite quick coming into it? Or?
Trying to think back now. I think about 2 weeks. And I thought, this is making sense to me. Definitely, there's something more to this. I need to look into it more.
Were you scared when you started to realise it? Were you relieved? Were you happy? Hysterical?
I thought it was like finding something amazing, so I had to share it with everybody. I was saying, like, you need to look into this. Like, it's like we're being lied to here, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. But you're here now, you're alright,
Yes.
so you made it. So are you guys active on YouTube, or you?
Yes, I am. I don't know if you are.
No, I follow YouTube. I'm on it.
Oh, you're on. But you're a content maker. No, what about you?
I've made a few videos.
Excellent.
Just Flatman is the channel.
Flatman?
Yeah.
Excellent.
So I made a few videos, but I didn't want to make too many. You know, I'm quite happy with the ones that I've made. They've been shared. You know, and again, it's not, as you say, it's not about likes or whatever.
No.
It's just about, you know, making a quite a clear video for me.
Just making a presence and
that's
letting
it.
people know that there's other people.
And referring people back to, you know, because there are so many people making excellent content, you know, and I refer other people to theirs as well, you know. So as long as everybody's doing a piece, absolutely.
So
It
it's
doesn't
just
matter
making a
whether-
presence, get active,
Absolutely.
regardless of what it is. So excellent, excellent guys, fantastic. I'm glad you've made it. It's great to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Excellent.
Thank you.
How's it going, man?
Good, mate.
What's your name? Sorry.
John Jones.
John, how's it right, mate?
Yeah, good, mate.
So you travelled up from
Heathrow, London.
excellent.
Come up last night for a plane. It's my first ever one. But you come to the right one, you know. Start it off. Like to do them down south with people in and around me, you know, Kingston, Richmond, and all that sort of thing.
Excellent.
So yeah,
good.
Come see how it's done.
Exactly, man.
It's as easy as that.
Simple as
Name
that.
the place, meet up.
Time,
done.
exactly.
50, 60 people.
Exactly. Excellent. Isn't it?
Brilliant.
It'd be great to see that as well, you know, because I know obviously yourself and there's other people. I think the women there come up from Cambridge. And
Cambridge, we've brought our kids along.
That's
yeah,
it.
Southampton.
Aye.
Wow.
Exactly.
So yeah, we need to spread about.
It'd be great to see this happening up and down the country, innit? You know?
Definitely.
So, how long ago did you come to this?
Come to this, I was on the UFOs and aliens, Nibiru.
Yeah.
I went to it was the first UFO convention in Manchester. It's called The Awakening.
Right.
And I went there, UFOs, I know all about them. Reading the programme, there's a guy there with his flat earth research, guy called Darren Nesbitt. And I was, what? So I'm going to have a listen to him for a couple of hours and come out scratching my head. I had to go home, research. So 6 months solid research until I was like, yeah, mate, you're not on the ball.
Yeah.
I'm not on the ball.
Yeah.
So, and then just carry on from there.
I take it, did you struggle with it for a while? Were you struggling with yourself? Were you trying to deny it? Were you trying to cling to
Yeah,
the
you're
ball?
always questioning yourself. You know, am I the mad one?
Yeah.
You know, me. No, I'm really not. But you know, yes, it's you go through all of it, don't you? All the emotions, and I still go through them today.
Exactly,
you know?
aye.
All the people around me, you know, trying to wake people up, but myself, trying to wake the people around me, you know, my friends.
That's where some of the
family.
difficulty comes in it when you
It really
when you
is.
want to share it and you want to have the conversations.
Definitely.
You know, it's hard enough having to deal with it with yourself, and then when you get through that emotional process, you want to engage with others, and people are throwing new stuff at you, and you know, it's difficult.
Definitely.
Aye. God. Aye. Excellent. So you were saying, I spoke to you a wee bit before, and you were saying you speak to your work colleagues and
Yeah, tell all my work colleagues. I had nothing. I'm just that.
Excellent.
Being on the spinning ball.
Aye.
You're mad. I tell my bosses, you know, trying to turn them around. Because again, I'm trying to get the people around me to wake up to it, you know, to see it. So I've got a few guys at work, you know, one person when I first came out a few months ago, did you know the Earth's flat? For a couple of months he was on it and he was like, wow, yeah. So there's a couple of work and there's a lot more looking into it.
Good.
You know? It was laughable at first, but now I'm getting serious questions.
Exactly.
Serious, you know,
Good.
things around you.
It just shows you the power of that, just engaging with people.
Yes.
It's not about making videos and, you know, putting it up there, just
That's
engaging
right.
with people, everyday
Definitely.
life.
And then knowing what you're talking about as well,
Exactly.
you know.
Yeah, that's a most
You
important
talk
thing.
to people that they don't even know their own model. They don't know what they're living on.
Yeah.
They don't care.
I know.
You know, it's the program.
Aye.
It is.
There's my plastic toy on the desk and I see it on the TV TV screen. That's all I need.
Universal Studio, every film, all the space movies.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Saturates people's minds to that
really
point where they
does.
just assume,
It does, yeah.
you know, that it's
What
real.
you made to believe about yourself, and you're nothing.
Exactly. Alright, excellent. So have you got a YouTube channel? Or you?
A little one. I don't do a lot on it.
No.
But no, I need to start doing something.
Well, what is the name of it so that maybe people can reach out to
No,
you?
it's literally just
Oh, it's
my name,
nothing?
John Jones.
John Jones.
Yeah, but I will be doing something very soon.
Excellent.
What's good with technology? I've just recently got P900 again. You hear these things, but you want to do them for yourself. So I'm filming the sun, moon, and stars, and
They
they're
really
moving
look.
around us.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, hopefully, you know, you get that going and you get some meetups happening down your neck of the
Definitely,
woods.
yeah, we'll be. I've been through the Imaginary Curve, speaking to a guy, Rickers Vatikas,
Yeah.
who's been following you for a little while. Lives down there in the high street to me.
you
We met
go.
up a couple of weeks ago in the pub having a chat, and he's the same. We need to start getting out, getting people together, just
excellent.
like this. So
Nice
if I can
one.
get it done down south, that'd be awesome.
Superb.
And there's people here that have said they would come, they would travel.
Right.
So
Well, if you're having one, you know,
I'll
spring,
definitely
summer
shout
months,
it out.
I'll definitely come along to that.
I don't know.
Aye.
That'd be brilliant.
Aye.
I've asked before if you're coming
Doing
down
the
on your bike and that.
Aye, definitely. Because I would maybe do kill two birds with one stone. Get a wee opportunity to go to Speaker's Corner as well, you know.
Yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah,
So,
I'll be up for that.
aye.
Definitely.
Keep us posted, my man. Great.
dude.
Glad you came. Much
Yes,
appreciated, man.
Glad I come.
Excellent.
Thank you, Dale.
Cheers.
Like conspiracy 2-4 for me, mate, and I says, I can't get grips with that. I says, I'm concentrating these pedos in government and all that shit. So I was going through all that. Me man's, he kept on going on, and then he veered off it. I started to look into it. Aye, fuck, and then I've stumbled across your two cells here, Dell, putting it down layman's terms, that's what it's all about, get it down there so that the ordinary man can understand.
That's what I'm just coming to ask.
Bang on,
Common sense conversations,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Bang on, I mean, see, I'm a giant myself, I'm plumbing and leveling things every day, I mean, so that's push here, with the water curving out, my feather stays
There's
out,
Americans that are going to be watching this. Can you clean your speech
sorry,
up a wee
sorry.
bit for us? Thank you
Sorry,
very much.
Dale,
Get
no,
the
very hard
James
to
Bond voice on. Come on.
well, I'm being you run for your money today,
I'm going to
Dale.
have to put subtitles on this.
Yeah, good joiner there. I can swear something off.
So you're a joiner?
I'm a joiner myself, Dale, aye, but no, I've stumbled across you just there the last few months there, and I thought, fuck me, so I'm in a Friday night, and then one of the boys just tell me you're on midweek and all. Love it, and it's great. It's a great 3 years, and it just seems to go like that. You know what I mean?
Excellent.
I'm gutted, so I get up the telly after the referendum. That was a lot of bollocks and all. You know what I mean? The blooming showed their true card there. You know what I mean? You get nothing true on that TV. As I say, and I was talking earlier on there, when I think about it again way back there, for stepping into school and we're getting indoctrinated for the first thing that you're in that primary school or whatever and you've seen a globe. You get back there, back in the days when we watched the TV, you had the BBC going round there and it was all going round, circling round that globe. Everything, and they're still doing it yet, aye. Aye, it's all there right in front of you.
Doctor Who.
I know. I was a Star Trek man myself, but there's nothing out there. They can't go to space. They've lost all the footage, it's bollocks, and say I'm trying to waking up my own dad now. I'm into his flat, he stays pressed with the shore front, looks at the Arran, flat as you like, as far as the eye can see, right down to Ailsa Craig, right up to the top end of the Arran, fucking flat as, nothing go. And I walked into his house one night at the back of about 4:10, I think I was. I says, right, he's on the phone when he answers the door. I says, look up there, out the back window, out your bedroom window. I says, look, there's a moon up there. Again. I says, look out the front, there's a fucking sun. I says, he's not even down the back of Aaron. I says, where the fuck's my brother go? I says, he's in Brisbane now and we've got the fucking two of them. Again. He's like that. You can see him fucking thinking now. Again, he's 70, but he's been indoctrinated for another fucking 20 odd years more than I have. Again. And I've just woke up. Again. But I can see now here the wheels are going round in his seat now today. It's 70 odd.
So how long have you been on it?
Fucking 6 months tops. 6 months.
How did you find it? How did you come here?
Well, as I say, it was my wee nephew come back, and I'm saying, look, Harry, I says, I'm too busy. I'm looking up pedos in government, all these fuckers, Nick Clegg, all the bastards are getting knighthood. I says, you've got to think anybody in any position of power are there because they can be blackmailed. I says, so that was the avenue I was going to do. He's going to be locked into flat earth. I'm thinking, no, you're way above me there, baby man. I says, I'm not even locked into that yet, but Nu I have, and I've come across your range site there.
How long
I
did it
loved it,
take you?
Eric DeBay, right? I come across him through the nephew. I'm thinking, aye, 200 proofs, he's bang on there, again. I says, I've no seen no curvature. I says, I can look right down. I says, if you left to right, there's nothing curves. I mean, but this there, you can see a boat and all that crest.
Well, being a joiner, you know the water's no bending.
There's no bending, is it? Fucking, we used to use a bit of plastic fucking hose with water in it there to fucking transfer him off of there to
Exactly.
wherever he wants
Exactly.
it. You know what I mean? What's different? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I've ran it by again to Ironmonger shops do there. I'll run it by the boys, and the boys are going like, fuck's sake, you're off your nut, get out of our shop. I says, I'm fucking telling you boys, I says,
Exactly.
you've got a cup there, I says, do that. I says, the water's like level. I says, go up a like sink, bath, get in, take it right up the levels, straight up to the canals, the bloody lakes, the lochs. I says, the fucking ocean's no different.
That's it.
But no, I say, I'm trying that, and I'm really trying to bring it home to everybody. I think folk are getting sick listening to me actually. You kind of try to question yourself, thinking, am I off my nut? Like, because folk are trying to pinpoint and make you're off your nut, but no, it's
Well, cheers
for
for
you
coming.
guys, like, I say, especially yourself, Gav, to be going through uni and realise you've been fucking indoctrinated with shite that they've been fucking filling your head with back to, you know what I mean?
immune to the bullshit.
Don't take it unless somebody's got a diploma, they're the ones that can dictate to say that's the real deal, you know what I mean? But we're putting all this on paper and some bastard with a white coat. Sorry Americans.
That's alright. Well, I'm just going to stop that now. Cheers for coming, man.
Cheers Del, no, it was a pleasure to fucking meet you, really. I was desperate to come up
We've
there.
got Chaz here as well, you're right, Chaz?
And if he's wanting to come down and you're wanting to walk out a closer and that there, I've got a wee house down there, right? It's fucking sweet.
Right, man, what's your name?
Dean.
Dean, alright, Dean. You came up from
Sunderland.
Sunderland. Excellent. So, how did you arrive at this? How did you get onto the flat earth stuff?
Originally it was something somebody posted on my wall originally. Never thought out of it. Thought, shite to be honest with you. It's proven science. Well, that's what I was taught. Globe's proven science. It's not like going back on the word. End of the discussion. End of. Left it that for about 2 or 3 months, and then all of a sudden I got bombarded with stuff constantly. Just look into it, wouldn't look into it, and then eventually did look in, and I just couldn't believe it, to be honest with you. It was just amazing.
Good, you shocked?
I was shocked. The thing that got me was the sun with the hotspot on the video, 120,000 feet. And I seen this, I went, hotspot, 93 million mile away, and there's a hotspot on the earth. That's not plausible. How's that even possible?
I know.
I thought, there's somewhat more to it, and start looking in the wood, and you start water sticking to a ball. I mean, that's not observable anywhere. Anywhere, in any science, nobody can reproduce that anywhere. So. But it's when you get to planet size.
Exactly.
You know, it only applies when you got the planet size, and then you got this water sticking to the bottle. Oh, it now sticks to a bottle.
So therefore you need to trust my picture.
Yes, here's a picture of a ball, and here we are. This is what you live on, boys and girls,
Exactly.
and just accept it for what it is.
Aye.
You can't question it.
Yeah. So what about family and friends? Have you? Hi, I've been interviewing the interviewer.
Don doesn't want to come on camera. He's very shy.
She's going on camera.
Good lad.
Too late.
Nice one, Del.
So friends and family and stuff. Have you got many contacts. What about the
I
lad?
have converted, well not converted, I've showed a lot of people a lot of information, a lot of stuff for them to go and study themselves. Whether they've gone down that route, that's up to them. But there's a few people that have come back and Dean, you read, but you know, it's not worth the aggravation of bringing it out.
Yeah.
The ridicule, the people, the perception of people, what people think of you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's got, he believes the earth's flat. You're crazy, man, you're crazy.
Yeah.
That kind of notion, but...
If you need to be the kind of person that doesn't care about others'
Like me,
opinions,
I
you
think
know.
the monkeys.
Good. We had the lad up the last time from Newcastle as well. He travelled up, so I know that there is people your neck of the woods. So hopefully there'll be other
Well,
meetups.
there is, to be honest with you, because I've spoken to a few people from Newcastle, Sunderland. Actually, I've got friends on Facebook who won't come out, but have actually messaged us privately and just say, listen, I can see where you're going with this, and it is kind of reality, but you know, you get the old same, well, how does it affect my kind of life and my lifestyle? And that's the kind of stuff you've got to
Usual
put up
crap.
with.
I know.
Basically.
I know. Very good. So how did you find it today?
I was I wasn't expecting as many, to be honest with you. I'm well pleased with the turnout. We've had a good turnout. We have.
Nice people, good conversation.
I've spoken everybody, more or less everybody, yourself and Gav and a few others, and everybody's been great, to be honest with you.
So you got a presence on YouTube, or are you just a
Well, me and Dawn were helping on a site called Future of Flat Earth. We've got over 10,000 members.
Excellent.
So it's just the information everybody puts out.
And that's on Facebook, is it?
It's on Facebook.
Excellent.
So that is a good little feed for everybody to go into, a little good group.
Excellent.
But you know, we kind of show people information. Whether they accept it and take it on board, that's kind of up to them. We don't force them to accept what.
Exactly. That's it. That's the way it has to be, isn't it? Yeah.
Right, basically.
Good. I'm pleased you came today, man.
I saw I was a long drive, but
I'm worth it. Aye, pleasure, man.
Nice one too.
Excellent. Right, Dawn, what you saying here?
Hi, Del.
Aye. We're just going to have a competition about who can.
Check if you can end that or something. Okay.
It's another good day here.
Aye, second time for me up here. Had to come, definitely. Kids were ill the last time, so I left early. I've ordered a wee bottle of wine, now I've ordered a big bottle of wine, so I'll probably order a coffee next.
Aye.
Try and sober up a bit.
Good.
Thank
Do you
you.
know, another good day.
Definitely.
New faces again.
Definitely. Some voices that I recognise for your show.
Yeah.
But I definitely need to do it more often.
Good. Some
Seems
just
to
need-
get quite a big following now. Not a following, but a lot of people have been aware to the situation and surroundings.
So it's good that people are getting active. As I say, there's some people here from London, different neck of the woods.
I noticed you've got
And
Cambridge.
they're all talking about, getting hangouts happening and meetups happening, which is excellent. The more of that, the
For
better.
a cigarette earlier this week, a girl came up to me and she was like, "Hiya, where are you from?" I says, "Oh, I'm from Edinburgh, where are you from?" "I'm from Cambridge." "I brought my knitting with me." She says, "My brother's in here, he's so annoying." But she showed me her mum, she's been sitting talking to us for ages. Aye, totally brilliant.
Very cracking on, brilliant.
Very good.
Aye, brilliant.
Excellent.
Good to
Right, thanks for coming, guys. It's always
Cheers,
a pleasure. Cheers,
Aye,
man.
not a problem,
Nice
man.
one. Usual names. How you doing, bud?
I'm Owen.
Owen, how you doing?
I'm George.
George, how's it going, George? So, what do you think of the day, guys?
It's a brilliant day. I know the last time was about 30 here and you've nearly doubled that. So it's been really good.
Good.
Positive.
Excellent.
Talk to people and all the rest of it. And they've all came with their own. They've all came for their own pitch, you know what I mean? It could have been any kind of George being in the chemtrails and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But you end up bumping into something else and all the rest of it, you know?
Good.
So it's all
Worthwhile.
It's been well worthwhile.
Excellent. How about yourself?
Aye, I think it's good. Aye, it's a great thing.
Good.
When they get together, like-minded people, talking about the truth,
Exactly.
trying to find out what's really going on in the world, kind of thing.
That's it. So how long ago did you come to this realisation?
I've probably been on the truth path all my life, do you know what I mean? And it's just different, just get took off in different tangents. For me, this is kind of the end of the road.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? The flat earth, this is where I've ended up. It's not something I've just jumped on. It's somewhere I've ended up, do you know what I mean? And it all totally makes sense for me. It explains a lot of things as well for me, do you know what I'm saying?
It's quite an easy process for you then, aye?
Aye, as soon as you start going on about the water and that, do you know what I'm saying? And what kind of got the flat earth for me was the motion thing.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I was moving, but we're meant to be going at all these fantastical speeds, do you know what I'm saying? That are all contradictory to each other, do you know what I mean? I kind of feel nothing, and I just started looking into more and more things, and like yourself, with your own YouTube channel,
Yeah.
the water and that, you know what I mean?
You got your own YouTube channel then, have you?
I've not.
No, you don't got one, no.
So it's the water and the motion, and it just all makes sense, you know?
Good.
It's just your own common observations.
Exactly, that's it.
In the world and about, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Instead of listening to all the fairy tales.
That's it. Take control of your own mind and
It's all the confusion that they're trying to just bombard you with, do you know what I'm saying? And it is confusion, do you know what I'm saying? And you'll never figure it out because you can't figure it out, do you know what I mean? You better just keep to the simple things, you know what I mean? That are normally the rightest things, I mean, the truest, the simplest.
see what you can experience for yourself and figure out for yourself. Good. How about you, on how long ago did you get onto this?
I was probably a baby. I think I said it before when I met you in Argyll Street, because my dad used to come in with like atlases, encyclopedias, but his teaching to me was take it in, but question everything, do you know what I mean? So the first atlas was like a paper atlas. Cold War's going on at at the same time, if you open the Atlas up, it's a circle you see. You don't know what I mean. It's their definition of a globe, but you don't know what a globe is at that. You know what I mean when you're a kid. So when you open that up, you just see all the countries all in this circle. When you open it up first, then obviously North America, Alaska, blah blah blah, and you get right into the middle, and it's a flat thing. The Cold War zone at that time, and all the BBC's bombarding you with is Russia and how they're going to send nuclear missiles there Europe. So my dad left me stewing and thinking about that for a wee while, do you know what I mean? And then one day he came in, because I'd thought about it myself. He went like that, and he took and I'd started school at that time, so I'd walked in and obviously seen a globe and went, what is that, you know what I mean? And then he's come in and he's went like that with the paper atlas and turned it round. He said, would it not be easier for them to fire it round that way, or fire it early tap if it was a globe? And that's what I was thinking, do you know what I mean? So it was back to that, but what took me out of it was all the sci-fi stuff, do you know what I mean? So that sends your mind away somewhere else. So for knowing and thinking that way, he brought up a Christian as well, do you know what I mean? So I understood several of the stories, you know what I mean, what it was supposed to be. So, and then that just flings you somewhere else, so your mind goes somewhere. You don't lose what you had, but your mind goes somewhere else, and that's exactly what they were doing with us, so you can bring it back in.
So you had the beauty of having both sides of the coin then?
Well, the beauty of having a father that never told me to trust it, told me to learn and go and read things, but to question everything at the same time, so I was lucky that way.
Excellent. Aye. Good. So where are you at all just now?
I just try and keep it simple, Dale. I don't go to any dramatics, you know what I mean? I keep it with the water, the horizon and everything else, you know what I mean? And
lack of curvature, lack of fruits of the globe.
Well, the whole thing is, you know what I mean, is the whole one, right, start with the cup, build your way up, swimming pool, lake, the whole lot, tides, all that kind of stuff. So I just keep it simple. And if they can come back at me with that, then I'll go and I'll dig something else out for them, do you know what I mean? I'll go away and look at that, you know what I mean? Because they're not going to be able to come back.
That's it. So you're active, you speak to people about it then,
I'm a pub activist,
good, pub activist. Good, excellent. What about yourself? Do you speak to many people about it?
I'm constantly speaking about it with people, you know what I mean? Getting abuse and that for people as well, do you know what I'm saying? The usual shit with people. That's what I find with a lot of people with this as well. It's like on the opposite side, there is a lot of abuse, you know what I mean, towards people that are kind of open-minded, do you know what I'm saying? And trying to shut you down.
It's the usual, it's a herd mentality, isn't it? It's just ridicule. Because they're scared. Exactly.
Once you realise you can't go back, do you know what I mean? Once you see it for yourself, it's reality.
That's
you know what I'm saying? It's not an illusion anymore, do you know what I'm saying? It's real, it's there in front of you. You can't dismiss it, do you know what I'm saying? It's fact.
Good, that's it, mate. Stand up to it, don't let them get to you, you know. How you doing, man? You alright?
I'm fine, aye.
Sorry, what's your name?
Peachy.
Peachy,
yes.
Peachy, how you doing, Peachy?
I'm fine.
So how do you find today?
Today's been great. It's been good to come and meet a lot of people who share the same kind of things like ourselves and stuff like that. It's good to see like people like waking up now and just like speaking about like water is just like for me is like I pour water out the new lava it's going to go right down there and there's a gradient on here and stuff like that. It's just like, I mean I've worked in the building team and stuff like that, so I've worked with water and I know
so you know what a plumb bob is?
A plumb bob, yes.
A level?
I know what a sponge bob is as well, and that seems to be the people who love this globe sort of thing.
SpongeBob loves the globe.
Yes, no good thing about it. This is giving people the opportunity to come here and meet people with the same kind of things.
Exactly.
And plus the fact, it's just like, as I said, I've been speaking earlier on with people and stuff like that, and see, like coming together there, we become like one solid unit there. It makes us powerful. Some people come here, see become an individual, become a government. These people pick you off and take you like that. Come that wee thing there, they'll just take you away and you're just.
It's good for people to network offline and actually get to put faces to and meet each other in person. You know, it's good.
And it means like if people have any problems or stuff like that, say if they're come and want to throw you your house and stuff like that, we've got people here like that. We'll come to your street there and we'll be there for these and that and do that for each other and that. That's
it, good.
This pretty ball thing like that is fucking a load of nonsense in it like that. I just can't believe people. I was indoctrinated at a young age and stuff like that, so I've came out that wee spell and that, and see when you come out that spell it's just like, you know, wow, fuck's sake, man, it's like we're frightening it.
Well, it can be for some.
Kind of like stages you go through, and like the confusion stage, and you get the angry stage, and you get the sad stage, and you want to stand on top of the soapbox and scream about it to everybody stage.
Through all the emotions and stuff like that. I mean, it's like, I'm a bus driver and I go through all the emotions in one day myself. I mean, I don't see me going down there, back here, keep going.
Do you know, put a sign on your bus when you're driving the bus for people coming on?
I'm going to go down this bloody curve there. If I just fill it up with just diesel or whatever, I'll just prove the bloody world is flat.
Don't need fuel everywhere's downhill on a globe.
So things like this are good for people getting together and kind of spreading the truth. You know what I'm saying?
So in general, everybody feels it's a good experience then, worthwhile. Excellent.
Well done yourself for what you're doing. I know you don't like all that kind of stuff, but see, at the end of the day, it's good, and I like it as well, because if you didn't have a channel and stuff like that, I can now tune people into it. Just one of the times, I don't really remember when I met you in the girls group, but I met you at Stadium Centre, and the first time I seen you at the back with balls and spinning balls and all the rest of it, trees of water and stuff. No, what was that? There's other crackers out here like me, you know what I mean, man? That's what I mean, man. So, tuned us in, so your platform is good for me to be able to show somebody else you talk sense and everything else.
It's a place for people to connect together
they can either
reach out.
If they listen to what's been said, if they want to move to the side, that's up to them, you know what I mean? I was always up for learning anyway, that's how I hated school.
What were they saying there? They're spinning at 1,000 years.
That was that pint we had.
They never get the cared for the electricity bill.
I actually did feel a spin there.
Well guys, thanks very much for coming today.
Welcome.
It's good to see some new faces and stuff, so much appreciated.
Take care, pal.
Cheers guys. Cheers. Sorry man, I'm terrible with names.
I'm Lawrence.
Lawrence, how you doing buddy? What'd you think of it today?
I think it's great. It was a lot better than the last time I came here. The last time I was really introverted and shy about things like this, and I still haven't
reached out.
No, basically. Well, I have spoke to people I didn't speak to last time. I only spoke to about 4 people last time I was here. I spoke to more than that. I've spoke to about 10.
Good.
Result,
It's good, isn't it? It's good, isn't it? This is what it's about, you know, people getting together and reaching out to each other, and there's no issue, we're all strangers, but we can speak to each other and go on no bother.
Because I've got a lot of problems with things like that.
I was the same, I'm so shy, introverted until this, and you know, it's brought me out of that, so I totally understand it.
I still feel a lot nervous, I don't like being on camera, but I feel as if I have to be.
Don't say that,
No,
there's no gun. Look, there's definitely no gun.
Nice to you lot.
Aye, good isn't it?
Aye, brilliant. I really enjoy your channel, Dale. I think it's hilarious, but that's just the way I looked at it. You know what I mean?
How long ago did you discover it? Or?
Well, at first it was Eric DeBay, we went Hill Walking, a crowd just went Hill Walking, Dunbend. Somebody mentioned to me about Flat Earth, and I didn't dismiss it because I'd always been into and always a problem with the Big Bang. That's a paradox, and I knew in my head it was a paradox, you know, because you can't get something out of nothing, you know what I mean? Because that's magic. And right, fair enough, you can accept all this, right, but I can't accept that. And then somebody mentioned to me about Flat Earth, I thought, I'm going to look into this. So they said to look at 2 other proofs. Through that, going to your channel, and I dismissed it, and I made a comment on it about there's a lot of shit about you're saying, and then once I started looking more into it, I was like, oh, that's quite a massive apology, because he don't want to talk in fucking sense. Sorry for swearing.
It's alright. You're on my channel.
So I apologise to you know what I mean, because I did owe you a massive apology.
Well, that's good to hear though. I mean, you know, here's a man that's standing in front of you saying that you went fucking lot of shite, calling his names, and now you've come back and
it's the only one I watch now, basically, because it's only your own one that talks sense. Direct realism, you know what I mean? That's the one that talks it on the follow YouTube. Because if you do go into these other ones, they start talking about firmament and what's it, and you see, sometimes you do get dragged back into that, you're like, you go to your channel, you get reined back in, that's the way it is, and you're right, you know what I mean?
Good.
And as I say, you're the only channel I watched, you know what I mean?
Good. Aye, so it's worthwhile this coming together.
Aye, for
meeting
me.
up.
Aye, definitely.
Excellent.
Brilliant. These things, I look forward to them now, you know what I mean?
That's
It's
it.
like my day out.
Good.
Weekend release.
Aye, that's it. Well, hopefully much more of this will be happening.
Aye,
You know,
hopefully.
I think there's a lot of it going to happen up and down the country as well. So, aye, I'm glad you came, man. It's been a pleasure. Great to see you here. So, cheers for going on camera. I know how difficult it is.
Man,
you know.
for me, I get my photo took more that week.
I was the same, man, you know. But this is, as I say, it's brought me out of that, and you know, I don't care about any of that now. So, but much appreciated. Thanks for just coming on and saying hello, and you know, admitting you used to call us names, but now you're all right.
You spell it, but I'm all right now.
Nice one, bud. Cheers. Cheers, man. So, who we got here? How's
that close, man?
I need to I can stand back here and zoom in, but it's for the sound.
Oh, right, okay.
What about that? Is that better?
What were you saying?
No, I'm just saying, what's your name, bud?
My name's Kurum. I'm from Edinburgh.
Excellent. Aye, what do you think of today?
You have to keep asking me questions.
Aye, that's alright. Everybody's the same, they're not shy.
Really surprised, like I didn't know how many people would be coming to this one. I think I didn't come to the last one, I really wanted to. But yeah, there's lots of people like this. London.
Yeah, I'm not from London.
Yeah, from London.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have come, man. I'm really surprised by it. You know, at first when I first came in, I was really shy. I was talking to Flatty.
Flatty,
I was talking to him first when I first came in, so I was going quite slow. And I'm just trying to get around everybody and trying to get all the information I can. It's really like empowering, man. It's really good to see something.
It's good, isn't it?
The thing is that you go and you're around and you're talking to people and it's not conflicting ideas, it's harmonising ideas. And that's like, you don't get that on the place, you know what I mean? That's when you know when everybody's on the same page, everybody's going in the right direction, you know what I mean?
It's not just people trying to control each other and dictate to each other, it's people just
Everybody
willing
just wants to go around and learn what other people have to say.
Exactly.
It's incredible, man. It's a really good thing.
It's a good experience, yeah. Excellent. So hopefully there's many more of them happening.
Yeah,
you know?
hopefully, man. I'll definitely be coming to as many as I can. I was talking about with another person here, Tom, and with Flatty as well. We should talk about with Dell, like, you know, whatever the fuck it takes, man. We should just go out, we should do it, man. Like, you know, that's 4 of us there. We're willing, we know you're willing to do whatever. So we're willing to do, like, you know, go out, you know, go 4 places, go 4 different directions, whatever the fuck you want to do, man. We're down for that. So, yeah, that's what's going to take, though. You know what I mean? People that are just down for it, and you know, I'm down for it, you're down for it, Flatty's definitely down for it, he's down for it. We keep asking around, don't know how many people will be down for it, you know what I mean? And that's what we need to do, in my opinion.
Yeah. And are you speaking to friends and family continually about this?
Well, on the chat that I had with you, I was talking about it with my mate.
Yeah.
And this will be interesting to show on the camera as well, because it's my screen wallpaper. So with my mate, I was telling you, so only maybe 2 nights ago or 3 nights ago, I full on said to him that, listen, there's no disputing it, because I told you before, I'm from Muslim faith, so it's a bit difficult. So I said to him, Islam talks about a flat earth and a stationary earth. The earth is flat, there's no way about it, you know what I mean? That's what I believe. And he goes, you know, he brought me on and on, because we had an intense conversation till 12. And in that night that we were talking, and in the next, you know, 2 days I was watching a video and I saw a picture. So I went and I sourced where that picture's actually from. And it's from somewhere called Picadifferenets or something like that. And it's a world, like, record photo. And it's distance of, I won't tell you what the distance is, I'll show you the photo first.
Is it the...
You've probably seen it, maybe. So the camera's a bit further back from here. The camera's a bit further back, so it's a bit of a crop inverse. But anyway, the distance from here to here, so that's a peak that's 2.5 miles high. According to the official article by the photo was taken, and that's over 440 kilometre distance. And I had displayed that to him, and he doesn't have anything to say, you know what I mean? Talking to other people, they don't have anything to say, you know what I mean? So it is just obviously a case of cognitive dissonance.
Do you think coming from a religious aspect, you know, like in your religious community, do you think this knowledge will start to spread? Have you heard it being spoke about within Islam? And
no, not within Islam. No. I mean, the thing is that if you go online, and considering that, you know, I mean, the people can argue if they want, I'm happy to argue with anybody. It's the absolute truth. You know what I mean? So the amount of people that are going out online and talking about the absolute truth, I've come across maybe 3 or 4 people that have talked about it fully, Nasser lying, this and that, all that kind of stuff. This is what the Quran says. So that's a very little amount. So most people are just going along with what people are saying, you know what I mean? And that, you know, that's how everybody deviates from what the true religion is, you know what I mean? That's what causes all these problems and these misunderstandings. Coming from a religious point of view, I think that if you look into the Bible, the Torah and the Quran, I think that it's very, very, like, you know, involving with that, man. I think it's 100%, like, I think from when you come to Flat Earth, I was talking about earlier, talking about with yourself, that you provide like a sort of a rock. You know what I mean? You don't go into this whole, it means that there's a God, it means this, it means that. You're just presenting the information, and that's a good basis for everybody, and everybody can go off on
Subjective, everybody can share it.
and everybody from that can go off on their own tangents, whatever it is. And for example, my tangent is religion, other people's tangent or whatever, you know what I mean? People go on infinite planes and this and that, all that kind of stuff. But fundamentally, it's flat, that's what we know. So I think if you go onto the tangent of religion, I think it's a tangent you can't come out of. Because when you come and you realize that the Torah says this, the Bible says this, the Quran says this, and you understand God, you understand it's the same God between these religions. And these are the religions that are in my opinion, true. You know what I mean? And they're not different. They're updates of each other. That's what they are. And people need to realize that. And the thing is, if they're all saying something and they're all agreeing on it, like how can anybody, particularly from a religious point of view, say that that's incorrect? You know what I mean? And you have to go against science at that point if you truly believe in your God.
Sorry about that, the memory card had run out there. So you were saying you were.
Anyway, so like the Torah, the Bible, and the Quran, they're all interconnected, you know what I mean? And if you, once you get into religion properly, you have to understand that. And if they all talk about something of similar nature, you have to, if you're coming from a perspective of God, you have to understand that is a reality. If you truly believe God, you can't
undermine it.
Yeah, you can't undermine it, exactly. So, you know, be a bit humble and, you know, look into religion, you know, if you're truly looking to see the truth, you know what I mean? That's what I have to say.
I think the beauty of this is that, you know, when we're talking about objective sciences, like experiencing the world together, there's no separation, there's no division. You know, as you say, if people want to pursue a particular avenue of religion, by all means, but it's great that we can all come together and agree upon objective facts, and that's where we start from.
I was talking about you when I called you up that time, and I was saying that, you know, whether you come from a religious point of view or not, like yourself, the objective reality is the same. You have to accept that, you know what I mean? And as long as people do that, man, and if they do eventually at whatever point in their life go into religion, they'll see that is the truth, you know what I mean? In my opinion. And what else was I going to say, man? What you were saying before about religion and science. So people nowadays, what they say is that they're totally different things. They're not, like, you know, they're different things. They collide with each other. They, you know, conflict with each other. They're different things. But the thing is that, in my opinion, religion and science are actually intertwined extremely. In the reality of things, they are, because the science that we pursue these days are pseudoscience. You know what I mean? We're not told anything real. So science and religion are actually when they in the way back time, or whatever you want to call it, man.
Well, it was, I mean, because people wanted to set out to discover their God's creation,
their God's creation,
and that's what it was. It was exploring the world they were living in.
People have said, like, for example, we know that God has said that our sun is local and is close, and this, you know, it says that. It doesn't say outright, but through your basic common knowledge, reading the Quran, that's what it says. That's what it says. But, you know what I mean? But people want to go and say that, you know, through their science, they've calculated it 93 million miles away. It's bullshit. But the thing is that, you know, there's other alternative science, and you get to a calculation of around 3,000 miles. You know what I mean? And you know, if that's a true thing, there's nothing wrong with us knowing that we're experimenting God's earth. You know what I mean? But you going around and, you know, contradicting what he's saying, that's where
do you think that's a bit of an issue then? For people are claiming that they follow a religious practice to the T, but yet they're trying to redefine what certain verses say and what things mean.
So I want to say with the majority of people, it's all right. It's just a case of ignorance. But the thing is, you have to understand at what level of ignorance does God forgive. You know what I mean? And the thing is that it is ignorance for most people. They are just following what they're, you know, people that are Muslim, that they'll know what I mean by this, by their muftis, fatwas. You know what I mean? So meaning the person of a person of higher position or higher knowledge in the religion, giving out opinions and all that stuff that people are told to not deviate from or whatever, told to or inclined to listen to or whatever, that have opinions. The thing is that that's where this all sources from in our religion. It comes from our religion itself. There is no mention of any of this heliocentrism or any, you know.
And do you think, I mean, people should be taking the religion from a, like I always talk about direct realism, and I think for me it's important for the religious aspect as well, so that the religion's not dominated by hierarchy, just as you say, because people are maybe looking to a priest who is giving them a narrative that they look up to, they then believe that. So if you've got a religious, you know, teacher who's saying the world's a globe, we're flying through the vacuum, and it ties in with religion, people are going to tend to be swayed by that, because they're not taking responsibility for their own exploration, their own.
Exactly. I was saying with my friend the other day, I was saying to him that, like, you know, the Quran, when it comes down, you know, I believe that to be the absolute truth. He believes that to be the absolute truth. So I'm just reading it for what it is. You're reading it for what it is, and then you're interpreting what you've read. You know, the stuff that doesn't fit with your reality. You're saying, oh no, it's because he must mean this and all that stuff. In my opinion, no. If the Quran says something and, you know, reality is showing someone else, or is apparently showing something else, reality is wrong. wrong. Like, that's what true belief is. You know what I mean? In my opinion, and
it's just like I say. You know, I'll always say, well, I refer to physics, and if I'm looking at substances like water and their behaviours, and somebody shows me an image, I don't throw out my direct experience based on an image. That's,
exactly.
You know,
it's ridiculous. And the thing is that, like, you have to understand that, like, these people that have hierarchy in their religions and all that kind of stuff, they are not of any authority. You need to understand that Allah, He gave us our life and He gave us our messengers, and those messengers are superior to us in knowledge, but they're still human beings at the end of the day. And still, it's the same with muftis today. You know what I mean? They're just, or any people, or priests, pastors, whatever you want to call them, they are still just humans. You know what I mean? The thing is that God, He created the Torah, He created the Bible, He created the Quran, and they're supposed to be read and understood by everybody. You understand? God gave me a brain, He gave me eyes, He gave me everything to understand these things. He didn't just give it to us, a particular group of people who are then supposed to script it to me. That's where the issues come in. The thing is that if you are supposed to be a Muslim or anything of your faith, and you do not consistently read your Bible or your whatever to understand it fully, then you're not of that religion, because you're just relying on what other people tell you. You know what I mean? I can say I'm a Muslim when I say that, Muslims, you know, float helium balloons on Tuesdays. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You're gonna. That's not fucking true though. You know what I mean? But you know that person's gonna. He's not gonna go look in the ground. Where does it say about helium balloons? This and that? They don't do that. But the thing is, I have done that. You know what's the outcome of it? Well, the Earth is flat. You know what I mean?
Excellent.
It's crazy.
Great. Thanks for going on camera. I know you're the same as many others. You're not really up for it, but I really appreciate it. It's good for you to come on and talk about it.
No, I'm really happy I came.
Aye, so am I. I mean, it's great because I love to see different ethnicities, people from different religious backgrounds, and showing that we can mingle.
All this involvement, this external involvement, all it's going to do is it's going to condense our ideas, and it's going to get us closer to truth. You know what I mean? There's people coming over here, somebody's going to mention something that nobody else in this room has thought of before, and somebody's going to do the same. You know, through that we get closer to understanding the reality of things. You know what I mean?
And even just on a human aspect of being able to know that we can interact with each other. There's no race, none of that matters. It's just, people at ease with each other.
The thing is that, like, for me, like, it's unfortunate. We're in a pub just now. You know what I mean? Like, for me, that's like, I would never be caught in a pub. Like, I mean, I don't drink or nothing.
I'm the same. I don't drink either.
No, but like, if a Muslim's watching this and he's going to see me in a pub, man, that's straight up. That's wrong. But the thing is that there's a limit to things. You need to understand.
But you're not partaking in it.
Yeah, I'm not partaking in it. You know what I mean? But that's the problem with the Muslim religion. I mean, I'm in a pub. You know what I mean? But I came here and I came to speak to people who are, in my opinion, the closest to truth compared to anybody else out there. So I've come here to pursue knowledge, and I've done that, in my opinion, for God. You know what I mean? So there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not drinking alcohol. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's no issues. You know what I mean? The thing is, if you really want to be like religious and really understand God, you need to really spiritually understand Him and be open to Him. And if you are, then He's always going to respond to you, man. He responds to sincerity. You know what I mean? And I think if you do that, that's what you get with the result. You know what I mean? I don't think there's anything. No other way to put it. You know what I mean? You can't do that and then come back with a different result. The only thing I can say about that, you weren't sincere. You know what I mean? That's what the problem is. It's not that he doesn't miss a beat. You know what I mean? What he does is what he does. You cause a problem. You know what I mean? You cause a deviation. Something. You know what I mean?
Exactly, man. Exactly. We're smashing, buddy. Thank you very much. Appreciate you coming and thanks for talking on the camera. Cheers. Who are you two strange guys?
This is Chaz.
Chaz, how you doing, mate?
Very well, thank
you.
you.
Right?
And I'm Chris.
Chris Fly
Fly
McFlatface.
McFlatface, yeah. Second appearance.
Well, Chris, Chaz, we've not seen you about for a while, mate. You've been busy with life.
Busy with life, aye. Getting caught down with what goes on in day-to-day life, aye. Working hard and...
Still keeping an eye on stuff, though?
Definitely, aye.
Still speaking to people about it?
Still speaking to people, working in the wee shop, so you're speaking to...
Customers every day?
Customers, all different people, different walks of life.
Have you had anybody come and engaging with you?
Aye, quite a lot of folk, aye.
Good.
Giving them links to your channel always helps as well, even if they don't want to listen to me when they've got something on a screen. They seem to relate to it a bit better, and you're speaking sense. So a lot of folk are come back saying, that guy speaks a lot of sense. Before you know it, they're on board.
Excellent.
And it was actually for a customer I found out about this meeting today.
Oh, was it?
Aye, he was he was a fireman. But ended up called into work, so if it wasn't for him telling me that,
you wouldn't know.
I wouldn't have known.
So I was going to say, this is your first time you've came to one of these things, really, or did you come to one of the earlier ones? I can't remember.
I've not been at any in the place like that.
Was it Balak one day? You, me,
aye, you were going to do
went camping.
Aye, camping, aye. But you've not been to one of these meetups before, would you?
2 years ago.
Aye, it's quick, isn't it? What do you think of the meetups?
Aye, great turnout. Aye, getting a lot of like-minded thinkers or switched on and
different walks of life.
Aye, it's good, aye.
Good, isn't it?
And it's important for
Good. How about yourself? Enjoying it?
You know me, I'm...
we've seen you, I know, we don't really need to speak to you, you know what I mean?
I'm loving it. It's just great to show face, to see the people. It's amazing to talk for hours and have something to say to everybody, you know. It makes a change for normal life where you've no one to talk to, so it's massively empowering. This should be a monthly thing.
I think we all think we'll make it, try and make it a monthly thing. You just don't want it to be that too much, you know, like it becomes too familiar.
Monthly's alright though.
Aye, monthly's good, aye. As I say, every time now, you know, we're seeing different faces, new faces, so there's obviously, you know, it's feasible to have it once a month.
It's the same sort of turnout, I think, in terms of numbers, but you see different faces, so that's equally as good. I was hoping for double. I thought the place would be
I think there was a lot more the day. I think there was, I think there was at least 10 to 15, maybe 20 people extra the day. It's difficult just because everybody's in different wee pockets and moving about.
Coming and going.
I heard the noise walking up here. I knew it was one right away. It's really great day.
The pub will be doing alright. We'll need to start asking them for a cut.
I thought we'd get chopped too, but realised, they'll get the money.
Exactly.
The last most lucrative.
And Nikon.
Nikon and pubs all up and down the country are making a fortune out of us. We're all skint. What's going on?
It's even amazing folk coming out for fags and that. Only in this group, only here for this, and they're listening. They're talking about their family members talking about the same thing. They're telling us they're going like family members crazy for talking about that. Shut up, we don't want to hear it. But then they're talking to you and
that's testament again to what we've spoken about before with familiarity, especially within a family. But you know, people will maybe laugh at a family member because they think they know them or they've got them pigeonholed. But yet when they come and they meet strangers, they don't get away with that. So they have to, you know, have a different approach, and then they start to go, well, wait a minute here, this is strangers that I can't put in a pigeonhole or just, you know, rubbish.
That's very important, Dale, because there's two things there. You either know somebody or you pigeonhole somebody.
Exactly.
And unfortunately, not us, but the majority of human beings pigeonhole people.
Exactly.
You don't know anyone.
Exactly.
You've just pigeonholed them.
Through a preconceived idea of what you think they are. You know, and that's the thing with family. They think they know who you are. They hold you to who you are when you were 15 or 16 or 20. You know, and you're just Chaz. You're just Chaz. You're just Chris. What you got to say?
You get wrecked at the weekend.
But to a stranger, to a stranger, as you say, you know, they take it.
These ideas.
It's different years. It's fresh years. They're not putting you in that hole. So it's good. I've seen that people coming out. There was some people here that recognised us, that say that their husbands or whatever have watched us on YouTube. So,
it's moving.
Exactly.
You must be excited.
It's good. It's good. But it's just, you know what it's like. You've been in it for that long that it just becomes run of the mill.
You become not a robot, but you've got into a routine where you have to be. Because I said you're the anchor. You know, I'm not here to blow smoke up your ass, but you're the anchor.
I've noticed the channel is, but you know.
The channel is that you run, you and Marshall. But every time that I feel I'm getting a bit airy-fairy, it's like I'm on a leash, you've got the leash, and you pull me back down again. It's like, right, okay, well I'm back here again. I let myself think about it for a while, but now I'm back again. But you've got to, I think you've got to go out there to find out what's going on and then come back. But you need to realise that if you don't know somebody, you probably pigeonhole them and try and take away the ring fence and get to know the person.
Exactly.
But it's so I judge every day, and it's hard.
But it's good, it's a good learning curve because you learn about yourself, you can progress yourself, you know. You see how other people are treating you and then you recognise it in yourself, and when you're partaking in that kind of activity, you know. So
you pick up tactics and different approaches. That's all. I just said that a minute ago. You explain things a lot better there than what my nephew did, or even with the guy that was stood next to her. She's like, there's just ways that you don't bombard. They don't want to hear it right now, so don't bombard them. Simple wee things that trigger certain
different scenario, different setting, you know. So it's great. So that's a good point about this whole meeting up in public places like this. People see crowds, they're attracted to it, they're curious, they want to know what's going on. So good.
It's using the tactics that were used against us, maybe for us.
This is one thing I've always said, you know, you use the same tools. They've used that input as an ignorance. We can use it. Exactly, man. So why should we be shy to use these tools? We shouldn't be.
It shows that there's maybe not tools for us and tools for them. It's the same tools. Just how you use them.
Exactly.
You know?
The human mind works the way the human mind works, and it's just about understanding that, you know. So, aye.
We're all men, we're all humans.
Exactly.
And I'm thinking entities, evil people, monsters, but really it's just it's just men.
You can see how your own family members try and manipulate you, so it shouldn't be a far cry to see how somebody with a bit of money and a bit of power wants to keep
more knowledge.
Exactly. Aye. So, cheers for speaking to us, guys, and thanks for coming.
Good to see Chaz. Chaz is back, guys. 2 years he's back.
Aye.
Chaz Kelly.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, man. Cheers.
I think it encourages more smokers psychologically.
So, we've got Dean and we've got Gav all the way from Germany. How do you think?
Alright, guys.
What do you think?
Aye, it's good. Nice to put a face to a lot of people online that, we've never really met before, or I haven't met before, it's first time, so I'm enjoying it.
Aye. Good buzz, isn't it? There's a buzz about
Absolutely.
People
It
meeting.
doesn't matter when you turn left or right, you get sensible conversations.
Aye,
so.
that's it.
It's nice to, the second time, this time when I've turned up, people have gone, hey Dean, the first time I came, I'm quite apprehensive, but now it's like a lot more relaxed, so like and there's families turning up now with homeschooling the kids, which is fantastic, isn't it? A guy's come up from Heathrow on his own to come to this. It just shows you how powerful it is, man.
Exactly.
And it makes you go like, thank fuck I'm right.
Exactly.
It certainly gives people a certain amount of confidence, right?
Oh,
The fact
absolutely.
that there's other people like-minded, saying the same things. Because I think if you're alone on the tinterweb, then it's easy to get insecure, feel worried, fearful.
Drawn into a lot of shit as well,
Told a lot of bullshit. But when you're out amongst people and you can look into their eyes and have conversations with them, then that changes it, I think. So.
It's almost like it's a psychological tip box. When you see a whole family coming, and the kids are homeschooled, and it's almost like a new paradigm of what a family's going to be. This is what the Flat Earth's going to do. It just tells you just how powerful it is. It's affecting whole families and stuff, and it's fantastic to see it.
Exactly.
It's heartwarming.
Aye. Yeah, it is. It's good, isn't it?
Right. Well, there's so many people with similar stories or similar paths as well, You hear a lot of people coming from the same directions. They're all awake to a lot of the deception, which is great. The latest, greatest documentaries that come out. The most of the conversation here, people are already seeing through the bullshit, which means they have the correct tools or the things that they need to discern. So I think that's super important. That refreshes me. We will not be sold the next bullshit.
Exactly. I think it is. It's super important that just people getting offline. It's hugely important, isn't it? Because the online, it's a different world. It's impersonal. It's faceless. It's people can portray themselves any way they like, and but this is an opportunity for people just to see that it's fucking real people, and people are going through the same shit.
It gives context to your beliefs. It reminds you of these other people out there
Dean,
thinking like
beliefs. Come on.
Okay.
You should know about. You're standing talking to us two, and you're going on about beliefs.
Okay.
Knowings.
Knowings. Yeah. Awareness. Yeah. It's a better word.
Right.
Sorry, that's my conditioning.
Right. Stop it. You're barred. You're not coming the next one.
I'll never say it again, I promise.
That's
That's a good turnout as well.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, there's more people here than there was last time, and a broader spectrum of different types of people as well. Actually,
An engineer and managers and IT people, and there's a great spectrum of
what we were
folks,
talking
joiners, handymen,
I was talking to Chris and that's what they were saying. There's people coming out that are no part of the group. They're curious about what everybody's talking about, and they're listening and pitching in and saying, my man, he's into that, and so it's good. It's good.
there was one guy sat over there. He was sat on his own. And I thought he was with us. And I thought I'll go and speak to him because he's on his own. And I went, "So you're a flat earther, are you?" And he went, "No, I'm waiting for my missus." I went, perhaps it might be serendipity that we've met. He went, I don't know what you're talking about.
Too big a word. You're in Paisley.
He went, does that mean deja vu? I went, well, kind of, perhaps.
I'm surprised you didn't say, is that not a movie? Oh.
Here we go.
Alright,
this is mate, I've got
remember.
So I had my son yesterday, right? And I said to him, I says, well, look, Edward. I said, you look at all these things out the world, on the TV, through phones, media, you look at all the stuff on the internet. It's like, aye. I said, when you look at people and you say, oh, he's full of shite, he's alright, he's right. I said, but I'll tell you right now, what has never, ever happened, ever. See, when you look at all the flat earth discussion people, they look like real people. They're telling the truth. They're truthful people, just telling the truth. I said, whatever it is, you'll not see it anywhere else. It's happening here. It's happening right now.
Exactly.
Truthful people.
It's powerful, though, isn't it?
It's so obvious. Right?
It's powerful stuff.
On yourself.
Yeah. Great, so many different characters, I love it.
Right, that's
brilliant. Brilliant.
From all different walks of life as well, like you said, there's a bit of everything, isn't there? Which is great. It's not just like one lot of people who look like conspiracy theorists. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
That sort of
There's
stereotype.
nobody here with a tinfoil hat. I've not seen any tinfoil hats.
No, I can't say I have. No.
Do you get one in your
Woolly
pocket?
hats.
Hold on.
In fact, I've got something in my pocket. Look at that.
Whoa, you got a unicorn.
There's proof. We've got a pink unicorn.
Is that a wee present, was it?
It was a present. Yellow submarine. His partner broke me it, wrapped it up a lot, you know.
Excellent.
So we've got a mascot now. A visual reference.
Something real and tangible.
Good. Well, cheers for coming.
It was a pleasure.
And Gav especially. I mean, people talk about London and Cambridge, and Gav's flown all the way from Germany, so good of you to come.
Anytime,
make the effort,
absolutely.
mate, you know.
It just shows how important it is and what's motivating people. You know, they've got a sniff of the truth on it, and it can drive you onto all sorts of things that you never thought you could do. You know, and it's all empowering. That's the main thing about Flat Earth. It's a gateway into empowering yourself.
Exactly.
That's the most important thing.
Excellent. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much
Fantastic.
for coming.
You're welcome.
Many more to come,
thanks for
hopefully.
setting that up.
Maybe we'll have one in Germany, mate, but
Absolutely.
I'll not be fucking flying.
Oh, we just need to swim then.
Come on the bike.
Exactly.
The Autobahns.
Exactly. Aye. Well, cheers, guys. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, Des. How are we? Des, Sheeps and Meeps.
How you doing?
You all right?
I'm all right.
What do you think of the meet-up?
That's fantastic, is it? It's fantastic. I mean, forget it. Great turnout. Fantastic turnout. What can you expect? I didn't expect it to be this fucking massive, but it is. So
good. Loads of good people.
Everybody's encouraging. Everybody's in the same frame of mind. You know, we've all got our own philosophies of what might be going on, you know, but this is great. This is somewhere we can talk about these things.
Common ground.
Yeah, we can rationalise where we come from.
Yeah.
That's why it's good.
Good, mate. Good. So you travelled in the day, yeah?
I travelled, yeah.
All the way from Aberdeen?
Aberdeen. I went to come out 8 o'clock in the morning I left. I got here at 1 o'clock, you know, just in time. So
worth it though, wasn't it?
Worth it, yeah. And then we've got somebody else that came from England. What was his name again? Can you remember? John.
Aye, the names go for me, but I mean London, Cambridge, Sunderland, you know, up in Gav for Germany. I mean, it's
well, that was somebody else I just met there from Cambridge. That she's a professor at Cambridge University or something like that. It's like I've never known her. She's on my channel and she wants to ask me questions and it's like that. Cool. Intrigued. It's like she's understanding things. She's got her children with her as well, and she's wanting her children to understand this other philosophies in life as well. So why would that be then? Why would somebody from Cambridge be wanting to do this in a university? This is open-mindedness. This is what we need to look at. Open your mind. Think about these things.
So that's all it takes, isn't it? And again, you know, just a testament to how strangers from all walks of life can come together and chill out and have a good time, easy time. You know?
Well, a realistic time, an honest time. Talk about things that are tangible.
Airy-fairy.
Airy-fairies.
Well, apart from a pink unicorn.
I think your unicorn, it needs to be shown.
I've shown it. It's been shown.
It's been done.
I'm sure it will make many appearances, you know.
As it does.
That's great, mate. Just wanted to get you on for a wee quick hello and
I wish I could have
get your take on it.
Injected more. You know, I don't know what to say on this. You know, this is we're fucking right in the sport. And I'm fucking.
That's all right. Get the camera right in your face. It's going my camera.